Time Pro also gives you an easy way to report the results of your improvement initiatives and also to allocate them to the specific resources who made the changes happen. And notice here, this is our latest version 21 Timer Pro. You can see that what we've done is we've moved all the savings and improvement features up into the home ribbon of the balancing module to make them immediately available for anyone to make use of. So rather than be hidden in a lower level menu, they're actually up here, front and center for easy use. In this case, you can see its report summary up here. And in this particular example, we're going to just process it very quickly to get to the report summary. So the first thing you would do is identify your improvements. You can do that by pointing an activity, hitting the right button and editing the activity. And here you can see you can enter an estimated time and the reason for the change. So in this case, the time is 64 originally. We're estimating go to 46 because of a new design. So you can do this one at a time to individual activities, or more likely you're going to use the improvements option up at the top left here. And this gives you access to dumping all of the data out to Excel, so you can rapidly define the opportunities within your process for improvements. And here you can see the Excel template where by operator identifies the individual activities, the current times, the target time which will reflect your improvement suggestions, the reason for the improvement, and what we're calling the lead here. That's the person or group of people responsible for implementing the improvement. This data is then loaded back in bulk into the process. We can say highlight the savings. These are the options where we've already got savings. We can show the savings. We can do the management presentation. This is the engineered savings report for presentation to management to get the go-ahead to proceed with the implementation of the improvement suggestions. You can see at the top here it does a summary of the number of stations affected, the amount of time removed and where it came from, and down below it does show you each individual suggestion documented. You can play back the video content to get the approval to proceed or to reject it. The summary report also gives you an overview if everything is implemented. This is the current state, the total time, broken out by individual stations. This is the current state here, and this is the future state if every improvement suggestion was implemented. But then we can approve and reject them. So in my example here, I'm going to accept all the ones for operator number 1 here, approve them, which will shrink down the first station here right away. And then I'm going to just randomly select a selection of items that are not going to be approved. They're going to be rejected actually for various reasons. But we just want to remove them from the available improvements and reject all of these. And of course that'll make some changes in the background as well. And then we're going to approve all of the remaining ones. And then what we do is we come over here and we go to the results summary. So every suggestion that's been made is allocated to a particular resource. We call it a lead, and you can see here's the total. So in total, before we ended up with 2,295 seconds. After we got it down to this reduction of this, a 10% reduction. By station, it shows you again the before and the after, totaling up to the numbers you saw before, and the difference and the percent differences, obviously reflecting different operations being impacted by the changes you're making. The station detail shows you by station what the before and after was. You can see the changes that are happening by station, again broken out by value added, non-value added required for each station. The station improvements are then documented, and here you can see operator number 1, these are the approved items, these are approved and deleted. And down here you can see in operator number 2, some of them were rejected here, these were not approved. And out on the right hand side here you can see column L, it says lead. This could be the person or the team in this example that were responsible for implementing that improvement. And obviously different teams with different results. And then we can do a lead summary. And it will show you from the most active lead with the largest savings to the smallest. It will show you how many improvements they made to get that. It will show you the average saving per improvement. And again, these are adding up to 249 improvement that we saw over here at the beginning, 249. And then you can go by lead detail. It will show you for each team all of the items they had control over and whether they're approved and deleted, or rejected here. And again, it's from the most productive team. in this case team number 3, down to the least productive. So this report is generated in seconds, gives you a very good way of seeing the total impact of your changes and allocating credit for those particular changes taking place.